Somewhere between the edge of being alive and feeling dead.
Welcome back to the channel. Today we have an interesting adventure. Looking here at Google Maps, this is just showing the city of Prince George. You can see Highway 16 heading this way to the west, this way to the east. And we're just going to zoom out here, and we are headed to Kakwa Provincial Park for this adventure. Basically follow the Fraser River eastward until you hit the Walker Creek Forest Service Road, and that's this red line here. So you can see Highway 16 right here, and then you turn off onto this Forest Service Road, which is the red line, and drive 30-something kilometers. And in this adventure, we have a combination of doing some jet boating, some hiking, that kind of thing, and some really cool things that we saw. So what we did was we drove out right to essentially the spot where you're going to see it says the road is closed on the Walker Creek Forest Service Road, 33 kilometers, something like that, and you'll see the sign right here on the screen somewhere here. But before that, the road turns down, and that's this little side road. It goes down to the McGregor River. And what we did, just to show from this close-up view here, you drive down to the river, and you have a few options here. If it's high water, then this back eddy here is going to be filled up, and you can just park in this little area here. It's a little camp spot. Put your vehicle there and just put in right here. You can either go up here, but there's usually log jams up here, so you usually have to end up coming down the back eddy here and then up the McGregor River. The other option is if it's low water, you can drive down all the way down this back eddy and you can put in here, and that's what we did. There was a little bit of water here to cross, like maybe, I don't know, 6 inches of water, something like that, and this is all really good gravel. You don't really sink in there, and lots of tracks there, lots of area to turn around with your trailer down here. And the advantage of setting up down here is it's just a calm sort of back eddy water here, so it's really easy to load. Some people go across here to this section and they load in up here, but the river's fast flowing and it's a little bit harder to set your boat in there. Anyways, that's what we did, and this little track here, the blue track that you see on the screen, was the first leg of our journey. We went about, I think it was 30-something kilometers. And we went up the McGregor River, and the McGregor continues up towards the Mount Sir Alexander and Kakwa cabin, but we turned up Kitchi Creek. So the first leg of this, we go up Kitchi Creek a number of kilometers up to overlooking Dimsdale Mountain, which is right here. And pretty much this whole stretch, we cut out trees that were blocking the river there. You have to pick your braids wisely, of course. It was just a trickle of water in some sections, maybe a few inches deep. We did get stuck, I think, once or twice, but just briefly, and we were able to continue. And came up to the same spot that we were able to go a couple years ago, overlooking this beautiful glacier on Dimsdale, between Dimsdale and Kisano Mountain. And we kind of set up the boat there. So the first part of this video, you're going to see that journey, all by Jetboat. Then you're going to see the second part of the journey. If I click on that, we did a 6-kilometer hike, and what we did was we were really fogged in, so we would have done some kind of different exploration had we sort of had better views, but because everything was kind of socked in, so we just kind of hiked up Kitchi Creek, heading up on the west side of the creek, and then we crossed it up here, saw some beautiful waterfalls on the west side here, and climbed up the east side here up onto this ridge, and then dropped down into these meadows and back to the boat. And really beautiful. I would say this side was really brushy, but there was an animal trail, very well worn. You'll see that in the video. But then when you hit the avalanche chutes, it was horrible willows, but of course that's food for the animals, but not good for humans. Going on this side, it was really old growth forest, much easier walking through because big open spaces. You'll see that in the video as well. So that was the second leg, was this roughly 6-kilometer hike. And then the last part, we jet boated from where we parked the boat came all the way down Kitchi Creek back to the McGregor, but then we also checked out the rapids. So we tried to see how far can we get up in lower water, because this year's the lowest we've seen all of these streams and creeks, and we thought, can we get past these rapids here? And you'll see absolutely not. It even seemed like worse than last time, even though it's low water. Just terrible to get through this section. It's really rough and big boulders kind of blocking even if you get past the first section. So that was about a 40-kilometer run coming down up the McGregor and then back to, of course, our area where we were staging here at the, I call it the McGregor boat launch. And that's really what you're going to see in this adventure. I don't know if I'll make 3 videos or if we can fit it all into one. We'll see. But let's check it out.
Dance for Jesus, let's dance for the Lord. Let's dance for Jesus, He is our reward. He is our praise, He is our song. We lift our voice, we raise our arms. Let's shout for Jesus, let's shout for the Lord. Let's shout for Jesus, He is our reward. He is our praise, He is our song. We lift our voice, we raise our arms. The voice of the Lord over waters. The voice of the Lord shakes the desert. The voice of the Lord breaks the cedars. The voice of the Lord full of power. The voice of the Lord from the city. The voice of the Lord from the temple. The voice of the Lord like a thunder. The voice of the Lord bringing vengeance. Will bow before you. Peoples and tongues will adore you, singing glory, glory.
Oh, they're gonna cross now too. Warming up the legs. This creek going up here is Jarvis Creek. That's what it looks like there. Beautiful mountain views. I can't say because it wasn't, I don't remember it being much. No, but we'll see. Yeah, but look at this, it's all gravel right there. I don't even know if you can get up here. It's like rocks. Oh yeah, around.
My eyes from worthless things and revive me in your ways, Lord, for the things that men esteem are detestable in your eyes. To whom shall I go? I've come to know that you are the Christ, for the lust of the moon is passing away, but the Spirit gives life, and the flesh profits nothing. To you have not been pleasing.
let's go.
Whom shall I go? Your word is life, and I've come to know that you are the Christ. For the lust of living is passing away, but the Spirit keeps me, and the flesh profits nothing.
Time to push us back, or? This poor man cried, you heard on high, and you saved me from all my fears. Oh, taste and see, the Lord is good. Blessed is the man trust and whose refuge is in the Lord. Oh, bless your name at all times, and your praise shall be in my mouth. This poor man cried, you heard on high, and you saved me from all my magnify the Lord on high. My soul shall boast in the Lord, and the humble shall hear and be glad. I'll bless your name at all times, and your praise shall be in my mouth. This poor man cried, you heard on high, and you saved me from all my fears. Oh, taste and see, the Lord is good. Blessed is the man who trusts and whose refuge is in the Lord. I'll bless your name at all times, and your praise shall be in my mouth. This poor man cried, you heard on high, and you saved me from all my fears. I'll bless your name at all times, and your praise shall be in my mouth. This poor